Hey guys, Dylan here with XXL Land Services. A little bit of an early one today, and honestly not so much early, it's just winter's coming, so it's getting darker. Darker earlier, or it's darker later. Kind of was early though. I had to take my boat to the airport this morning, so I've been up since like 4 a.m. But that's not a problem. Today we are doing a extension of an RV pad, real simple, just by myself today. Not that big a deal. We do have a nice new piece of equipment we get to play with. I've done the 3,000 pound one before, but never the 6. So it should be fun. The main reason I got it was not for compaction rate. Well, that's one reason. Mainly it's more square footage with the drums on it, so it can get it done quicker because I am not feeling 100%. I got some weird allergy throat thing going on, so I just want to knock this job out and get it done. But first things first, we are going to go get some diesel. And a nice little surprise, I went to fill up, and apparently I filled it up earlier, so it was only 70 bucks, 76 bucks. That sounded nice. But yeah, so that was nice. So we got fuel, breakfast, all that goodness. Now off to the job site. And just like that, first truck was on time, which is awesome. Lately the truck company I've been using has been on time every single time, which if you're in this industry, you know is not common. But first load of material, basically what we're doing, we're getting 2 loads of this and then a load of DG. We're basically just extending the pad. That's the existing pad right there. Going from there to here, to this corner, to that corner, connecting. So pretty much just filling in this and this. We're gonna do 4 inches roughly of road base and then 1 inch to 1.5 inches of DG. So I'm gonna start just by kind of in that corner, work my way down, get 2 inches down, and then run the compactor over it, because the compactor can do up to 3 inches, but we're only putting down 4, so I don't want to put down 3 and then 1 inch. So I just kind of divide it in 2, make it easier on me. But yeah, I'm gonna get the machine filled up and start throwing down rock. So we got the first layer down. Now I'm pretty much just wetting it down. It helps the compactor get a compaction over it. Nothing too crazy, just enough to get it a little moist. Now you don't have to do this, but it does help the compaction, especially if you're doing a few different layers of it. And I've done plenty of pads where they don't have water on site, or it's not feasible to get water to it, and they hold up fine. I did one pad that was at the front maybe 1 inch, and towards the back it was probably 3 foot, and that was that was with no water, and it held fine, not a problem. So we're gonna get this wetted down and then run the compactor over it. Took me a minute to figure out all the controls on that one because it's a little different than the smaller one, but this is after the first compaction, and basically it's not gonna be the pretty one. I just get the base compacted, which it did quite nicely. That's the grade we're matching, so I was either some low spots and high spots, and then basically the next layers fill it back on top. Basically add layer by layer to get to your desired height. I'm gonna get this pad to the height I want first, and then build this pad. Get that to my desired height with about 1 inch lower than the top of it, and then we'll throw the top rock on top, and that'll really smooth it out, because that's DG, and DG smooths out real nice. We're gonna do the whole thing in DG, so there's not a different color patched over there. But yeah, let's get back to it. got that part all done. The first rock, the smaller part right here was left over, so we'll have more than enough rock to finish, probably a little extra. Pad is done. That was the original one right there. Extended it out this way, then back out that way. I got some material left over, so what I'm doing is just kind of bring this edge, kind of taper it and fill that corner in. And it turned out really good. It's nice, hard, and compacted. It's not going to go anywhere. There's a little bit of a low spot right here. I'm going to fill that in first. But even if I didn't, I technically don't have to fill it in because there's a house going here and they're going to level the house. But I'd rather get my pad as close to level as possible by the human eye. On this job, we did not end up using laser level. It was not required. I say out of all the pads we build, or I build, I'm using a laser level 50% of the time. Out in my area, it's mainly, as long as it's level enough for cars parking or campers or something like that, that auto levels, they're good with it. I've had jobs where we need to get the laser level in, where people are getting buildings built. I think the biggest one I built so far, I'll throw some photos up. We started off as a real little pad, then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And the pad that was supposed to be extending it by 15 foot turned into a 45 foot by 30 foot pad and almost 2.5 feet of material on the back side of it. Because that's a whole other video. But basically, the client did neglect to tell me that it had to be within 5 inches. So the hillside was like this, and he said, I just want a pad on it. So I built the pad on it, like he said. And then he said, the guys came out with the laser level, and they said it's not level enough. I go, well, what are you putting on here? He goes, well, we're putting a shop, and it's got to be between corner to corner, only a 5-inch difference. I said, well, you should have told me that to begin with. So I'll throw some photos up there, but that's the biggest one we've ever done with one of those. But yeah, looks real good. I'm going to get that little corner done, throw that in there, and then go back to bed and wait for the truck. And there goes the last truck. Top rock is down. Now the fun part, the rake. That's hot. The DG is a lot more liquid-like than the other rock, so it's hard to really get it on a real smooth level. And then it's only putting about an inch and a half down. So if I go over with the backtrack with the machine, I could end up taking too much off and then it's more pain. So basically I go through and knock down all the high spots and then run the compactor over it and then go from there. Pad is done. I tried to get these lines out with a rake, but it just made it look worse. Basically the lines are from the roller. That's the edge of it. We're just compressing it more, kind of moving out of the way. And I drove over back and forth of it probably 15 times and it just kept doing the same damn thing. So it is what it is, but it's all compacted. It's all good. Another one done. I got the check. Oh yeah. Another pad done. Good to go.